Respected the senior Bhikshus from different country, and then rest of Bhikshus, and also friends. These days, I am not using the word Hinayana, Mahayana. See that, although some Buddhist text, you see, use that word, but I feel, then you say Mahayana, Hinayana. See, Hinayana, that word implicates a little bit lower. That's wrong. These days I use the word, the Pali tradition and Sanskrit tradition. I'm not using the word Mahayana and Hinayana, because the Theravada tradition, Pali tradition, is the foundation of Buddha Dharma. Then later, Nalanda institution, mainly academic center, developed about Buddha Dharma. So they use the language Sanskrit. So Pali tradition, Sanskrit tradition. Now here, mainly is a follower of Pali tradition. As I mentioned earlier, the Pali tradition is the foundation of Buddha Dharma. Buddha, after he enlightened, is the first Dharma wheel at Sarnath. That is the foundation of Buddha Dharma. And about Vinaya, and Kasachuti, or the Denshida Metasochuru, any Changsho Sotu, the
Four Noble Truths and the 16 different aspects, as well as the 37 factors of enlightenment.
These are his teaching at Sarnath. So that is the foundation of Buddha Dharma. The concept of Four Noble Truths is the foundation of Buddha Dharma. The dukkha, suffering, there's no need explanation, including insects, they do not want suffering. Then the important is causes of suffering. That only we human intelligent people, only human being with a human mind, we have the ability to analyze, to investigate what's the causes of suffering. So then, the third noble truth, Nirodha, very important. Just a cessation of suffering. That word not sufficient. We must know the possibility of Nirodha. For that, we must know the ultimate cause of suffering is ignorance. So ignorance always, you see, have the antidote. The knowledge or wisdom is the antidote of ignorance. So, ignorance actually wrong view about reality. So any wrong view is no matter how powerful, for time being, no proper basis, no foundation, just ignorance. Then mark the path, wisdom, which understand the reality. Now that direct sort of contradict with the view of the ignorance. And then very nature of our mind is pure. All these destructive emotion is due to ignorance. It develops, but not in the nature of mind. Nature of mind is we call patit samupant or shunyata. So thinking these lines more seriously, then you get the deeper understanding, the possibility of nirodha. It is not so sufficient. They repeat the word nirodha or Four Noble Truths or nirodha 1,000 times. Not much useful. Study. What is the meaning of nirodha? What is the causes of suffering? That's very important. So, the thinking and analytical meditation we call vipassana. Shamatha, vipassana. Shamatha simply is training our mind. They try to increase ability of mind or concentrate. Just like that. That's common with non-Buddhist. Now vipassana also is generally the analytical meditation. Vipassana also is common with Buddhist, non-Buddhist. But then the analytical meditation, vipassana, which meditate on anathma theory or shunyata theory. That then becomes, you see, something unique and different from rest of the ancient Indian sort of tradition. So, the concept of Atma and Anathma. Now, these are differences about philosophical field. So, the view, Atma, self, something independently exists beside this body and mind. That view, you see, cannot sort of say directly or say oppose the ignorance. So, anathma theory, Buddha taught anathma theory. And then further deeper concept of shunyata. Now about the shunyata, then in the Nalanda tradition, the Chitta Mantra's viewpoint of shunyata and Madhyamika's viewpoint of shunyata. The Chitta Mantra and both Madhyamika philosophy nowadays is quite sort of similar, that of quantum physics. So as far as external thing does not exist as appears, there is big differences, appearance and reality. So ignorance very much based on appearances. So the antidote of that ignorance is go deeper with the understanding reality. Then we know, oh, appearances is not the reality. There is big differences, appearance and reality. So now quantum physics is also quite useful. Quantum physics up to now only thinking about external thing, not yet developed for further investigation about observer. Now Buddhist philosophy very much sort of also they investigate the observer. Observer also not exist as appears. Appears as, now for example, here I am speaking, I am Buddhist monk. Where is I? You are seeing my physical, my mind or my voice. But where is the person? You can't find. This physical is my physical, not me, not the I. My voice, not I. My mind, also my mind, not me. Now beside the body and mind and voice, where is I? Then you say now telling our feeling, or there is I, and with that my body, my mind, like that. So it is very important to investigate where is I, where is self. So Buddha's first Dharma wheel at Sanat, there he taught Shila, Shamatha, Vipassana. So Tripitaka, now Vinaya, Kare, Ka, or Sutra Abhidharma. So that is the foundation of Buddha Dharma. And then especially the Shila practice, the Bhikkshu, and Gasa, Gizu,
Shramane.
Oh, da kada Geronche, Gizuche, and Genyenche. That Disumjalolia, Patamanjalo Yori.
So within the practice of Vinaya, we have the ordination of novice monks and nuns, and also bhikshus and bhikshunis, and then also upasakas.
So that's about the Shila. Then the Shamatha, that did it, and Gajin, and Lero Soba, Gajin Asya, Tunjin Karsata, Tushitruja Masarve, Chantashinir Tuyati, and the Semne go, Rimbe Chenkiajore.
So when it comes to cultivating concentration or shamatha, or single-pointed meditation, we need to also recognize what are the obstacles to cultivating and developing single-pointed concentration, and including those of laziness and so forth. And then we need to also develop the conducive factors for developing single-pointed concentration.
Then Shirugulava Shidane, Dame Tara Yodevane, da Pali Nala Dame Kansa Dame Zam Sunguyari.
And then with regard to the wisdom, the teaching, there is teaching on the selflessness of persons, and selflessness, within the selflessness there is the subtle and gross understanding of selflessness, and in the Pali tradition, the emphasis is mainly on selflessness of persons.
Now the second Dharma wheel, at Rajagiri. Then more sort of also the selected audience, more intellectual. So he also used Sanskrit language. At that time in India, Sanskrit language is more educated people use Sanskrit word, Sanskrit language. So at Rajagiri, Buddha taught language Sanskrit. Then he mainly, you see, his teaching is the Rajagiri is also the Pranchaparamita. You see, nothing exists as appears. Pranchaparamita Sutra. Then the third Dharma wheel also use Sanskrit word. You see, the second Dharma wheel at Rajagiri thoroughly explain about the nature of reality, ultimately shunyata. The third Dharma wheel, you see, mention about the mind which more subtle mind which understand shunyata. So three Dhamma wheels, first Dhamma wheel, second Dhamma wheel, third Dhamma wheel. So now the as sort of first Dhamma wheel's teaching, Shila, now we Bhikkshu. It's the foundation of Buddha Dharma. Buddha himself, you see, as the son of one small kingdom, then he also left from the family, and he himself become Bhikkshu. Then his earliest five also the Korngate,
the first five disciples,
they also become Bhikkshu. So Buddha himself, you see, in order to sort of mental progress, you need sort of Shila practice. So Bhikkshu, I mean Buddha himself, you see, they take a vow of Bhikkshu. Then 6 years his meditation, or most cases fasting. Then eventually you see his deeper understanding increase. Then finally at the place Buddhagaya, he all ignorance is eliminated by wisdom which understand shunyata. So then he become Buddha. So Buddha himself, you see, the practice, or in order to become Buddha, firstly he renounced because of the family, right? Or
right.
Then become Bhikkshu, and then hard work, 6 years. So also the
austerity practice,
very serious sort of practice. So that shows us we foundation practice of Shila, and for male Bhikkshu, female Bhikshuni. Buddha give equal right, male and female. So, so he himself also demonstrated how practice start. So now last more than 2,000 years, most
most of the upholders of the Dharma,
Pajik started.
were mostly bhikshus.
So now, over 2,000 years already passed, 2,500 years, but still Buddhas are still because of the Buddhist teaching, Bhikkshu, we still kept that. So I very much personally impressed that more and more people now taking Bhikkshu vow. So Bhikkshu Sangha is wonderful. After Buddha, then the Vinaya sort of teaching, he handed over to Vusung, Dame Tamba Vusung, Makashapa, Tene Gungao, Ananda, Dame Tamba Vusung Gungao, Shane Kweje, no, Nyebe Titika, Nabubata Langdonche. So, you see, he sort of handed over the authority about Vinaya, these 7 bhikshus. Then, meantime, after Buddha passed away, eventually some sort of disagreement among the bhikshu group. Then there was
gradually there were 18 different sects that developed. And amongst the 18, there were 4 major, or the 4 main orders that were formed.
There's Theravada, one. Then Mula Savasiti Vadan, one. Then also Dharma Gupta Ka. Tangala. Savatavashiti Labda. Chengdui. So 4 also main, also the group. So now Theravada tradition in Burma, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, all these, you see the Vinaya tradition according to Theravada. Then Tibet case, since the 8th century, the Nalendra master, Shanta Rakshita, his bhikshu lineage from Nagarjuna, and then so his sort of lineage is Mula Savasiti Vadan. So our Pratimoksha in Sanskrit, Theravada, the Pratimoksha in Pali. So according to Pali, Pratimoksha, about the precepts altogether, 4 Parachika and 13 Sangha, all these the main sort of precepts exactly same. Then some minor, like you see, dress should not too high, over this, too low, below this, like that. And the Pratimoksha, Pali Pratimoksha, simply you should say you properly wear lower garment. And Sanskrit more detailed, like that. So these are minor. So our practice, according to Pratimoksha, Sanskrit Pratimoksha, 253 rules, precepts, which we keep, like that. And then Chinese tradition, Dharma Gupta tradition. And Vietnamese also, you see different the Vinaya practice, like that. So, and basically, all bhikshus rule and all over the world, basically, this is same. This is the foundation of Buddha Dharma. So now here, people pay special attention for training about bhikshu. Wow, wonderful. Thank you. Now I want to share the Shila Shamatha Pranja. Now Pranja, there are 3 levels. The kind of wisdom or understanding. First, from hearing, hear, or reading. That is not very sound. Then the second level of understanding, or the knowledge. Knowledge. The second level is you yourself now analyze. Not just relying word, but you yourself analyze. So that brings more conviction. The understanding from hearing. If today you get some information, you accept that. The next day, someone telling you, that's wrong, different view, then you may find, oh, like that. The second level of understanding through your own analyze. Then if someone, tell you is wrong, then you already develop conviction through your own investigation. That is the understanding through analyze by yourself. The second level. Then third level, then that deeper understanding through thoroughly analyze or bring already developed conviction. Now that familiarize months, years, decades, then you get deeper experience. That's the third level of understanding. So real, the vipassana or this wisdom, third level. Now bhikshu or monk, our lunch should start before noon. Good, thank you.